Now when the angel Gabriel was resisted by the fallen being, a former council member of the cosmic council in the heavens, that is the prince of Persia, scripture in the book of Daniel is not generous in explaining Gabriel's brief capture, or the appearance of the second being, the prince of Greece, in the midst of this battle, nor does this compacted event reveal why these fallen beings could still have some sort of power, especially considering the fact that these beings and the devil were defeated by the Son of Man, and for whatever reason, even in their defeat, they somehow maintain their summit in the domain in the sky and maintain their melancholic effects on the children of men. So we know as it is written that when the Son of God triumphed over them, he made a public spectacle of them, seen in these words, having disarmed principalities and powers, he made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them through the cross. And then we have this scripture in Ephesians, relating again to these dark beings in the air. God's purpose in all this was to use the church to display his wisdom in its rich variety to all the unseen rulers and authorities in the heavenly places. So, on our end, we say that the wisdom by the church is not a teaching wisdom, it is a shown wisdom. I can't say on my end that it is evident that wisdom will be given to these fallen beings. Perhaps instead the wisdom displayed may imply the opposite. The wisdom here is not a wise thing taught, as it were, it is the effect of wisdom, but revealed to the dark creatures. Wisdom shown means Theses being will be defeated a second time by the church. I am guessing that these beings, fallen so, obtain some measure of power through the minds of humans. What we think. I can vaguely perceive, and perhaps admit, that adulation to a dark being sitting in the air from the rising thoughts of humans would bestow strength to the being. But I think it is not thoughts itself that carries the induction of power to its full distance. It is rather the condition of the human that does most of the work. The condition is an everted creature. The human is inside out, in a manner of speaking, more to the point, when the human holds no secrecy or sanctity, that is inward things kept guarded in secret, then all things spill out. The dark beings can trade with the spillage. The human, living in their peripheral thoughts alone as though thoughts are self, have spread out the self in a horizontal spread into the dimensional layers, therefore accessible to the dark beings. As I am writing this there is a war in Iran, or Persia. I say Persia with a nod to the dark being, the Prince of Persia. President Donald Trump said something interesting to me. He said, "Then we will bomb our little hearts out." It is said in the context of a possible peace agreement with the Iranian leaders. It is an unusual statement. I am trying to read the psychology within the statement. Our little hearts may imply that Trump's conscious mind, or unconscious, for that matter, perceive the doings and goings on with humanity, our little wars, our little things, small things, unfortunate things, a testament to our pitiful pathology, but I see something else in the statement. I am seeing that he is above and not beneath. I mean that his brain conceives or having reduced the enemy's roar, and his own task, towards possibility. Assumption is conception and conception is conceiving in the spiritual world and natural world. In the spiritual world things trade and make war as if confined by layers of horizontal plateaus, or standings of authority. So witchcraft for instance tries to intimate and cause fear, and fear causes retreat, and retreat implies deferral, and deferral in the spiritual world implies stepping down one level lower on the trading plateaus. When one can cause the intimidators to be themselves fearful, then the Prince of Persia himself becomes subject to the position of the minds he had captured, because he is entangled with them either way. Wisdom will be displayed to them, and boldness is wisdom.